The Julio-Claudian dynasty was the empire's first dynasty. It would be a time of peace and the beginning of Rome's golden age. It saw massive expansion under Augustus and later consolidation and stagnation with later emperors. The dynasty would last from 27 BC, starting with Augustus, to 68 AD, with Nero's death, ending the dynasty. There was a total of 5 emperors: Augustus, Tiberius, Caligula, Claudius, and Nero. So now, let's rank them from worst to best. Number 5. Nero. The pros. Nero would build the Baths of Nero, suppress Boudicca's revolt, and provided help during the fire of Rome, contrary to the myth of him watching Rome burn. Now let's get into the cons. He ordered the execution of his mother, stepbrother, and first wife, nearly bankrupted the treasury, blamed Christians for the fire of Rome, oversaw war with Parthia and its controversial peace treaty, and was declared an enemy of Rome, leading him to taking his own life, ending the dynasty, and thus earning him last place. Number 4. Caligula. Caligula is only above Nero since he ruled for 4 years compared to Nero's 14, so the damage he did was minimal since his rule was so short. But let's look at what he did. The pros. Constructed aqueducts and harbors, annexed Mauritania, funded public games, and ended the treason trials of Tiberius. Speaking of those trials, he would bring back treason trials, drained Rome's treasury, declared war on the sea, forcing his legions to collect seashells as spoils of war. He would declare himself a god and demanded the Senate to worship him as one, constantly humiliating the Senate, and at one point threatened to make his horse a consul. His spending extravagance, tyrannical rule, and humiliation of the Praetorian Guard and Senate led to him being assassinated, all of this happening in just 4 years, thus earning him 4th place. Number 3. Tiberius. Tiberius is above Caligula simply because he was competent and did his job as an emperor, and not being crazy. So let's see what he did. The pros. He was financially responsible, leaving the treasury with massive surplus, chose consolidation over expansion, successfully becoming the next emperor, demonstrating how the imperial system would continue past Augustus. He would become an effective administrator in his early years, though this would not be in his later years. The cons. His paranoia and reclusive behavior will contribute to his decisions that would damage his reputation, like abandoning Rome and isolating himself on the island of Capri, never returning back. His reign oversaw political purges, with many senators being executed, along with members of his own family. Despite his behavior, overall Tiberius was a decent emperor, not good or bad, but definitely was someone who was the right person for the time, when the empire needed to consolidate all of its gains, thus earning him 3rd place. Number 2. Claudius. Both Claudius and Tiberius are quite similar, but what makes Claudius above Tiberius was that he was active throughout his reign and balanced both consolidation and expansion, unlike Tiberius. So what did he do? The pros. He oversaw the conquest of Britannia, suppressed the Mauritanian revolt and annexing it permanently, annexed Thrace and Lycia. From Caligula's chaotic reign, Claudius would restore the treasury and stabilize Roman politics, becoming an efficient administrator and expanding the imperial bureaucracy. But let's see what he did wrong. The cons. He initiated political purges, executing 35 senators. His poor judgment led him to being manipulated by those around him. His assassination caused his succession plan to fail, as instead of his biological son succeeding him, it would be Nero, his stepson, and we all know how that went. Claudius did great for someone who was not prepared or would have never touched the throne if Caligula wasn't assassinated, thus earning him 2nd place. Number 1. Augustus. The pros. He established the Roman Empire, becoming its first emperor, brought unprecedented peace after years of civil war, massively expanded Rome's borders, notably subduing Germania. However, with his great accomplishments came some setbacks. He failed to conquer Arabia Felix and Nubia, though these were minor setbacks. Then the Great Illyrian Revolt occurred, requiring an enormous amount of Rome's army, nearly half of it, to suppress it, leaving the empire's borders vulnerable. And then the Teutoburg Forest, where 3 legions were lost, all the progress that was made in Germania was lost, and Rome would never reconquer it again. Succession. Many of his preferred successors all died before him, eventually having to choose between Germanicus, his preferred option, and Tiberius. He ultimately chose Tiberius as he was a safer option practically and politically. Augustus is simply the best emperor. His reign defined the empire and set the precedents for future emperors to follow, and ushering in the Pax Romana and the Golden Age. All hail Imperator Kaiser Divifilius Augustus. And there you have it, all the Julio-Claudian emperors ranked from worst to best. And if you forgot the rankings, here's a recap. Number 5, Nero. 4, Caligula. 3, Tiberius. 2, Claudius. And number 1, Augustus. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you agree with this list. Like and subscribe if you want to see more from me, and what else should I rank. Thanks for watching.